Through the course of an NBA game, there is so much stuff to take note of that can impact the result of a game that isn't highlighted or documented in a traditional box score. Your traditional box score will have the score of the game, points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, fouls, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, but it's not really documented of the little things or team things that are done that truly wins games. Yes, the mission is to score the most points, but how do we get to those points scored? The process is the most important thing of this game. Starting off this list, hockey assists. The pass that leads to the pass. Not all assists are created equal. Some are just generated from making one extra pass to complete a play. Sometimes the angle to make the pass that leads to the play isn't always available. That's why connectors are valuable in this game. These are the guys who may be semi-open, who can get the ball to the most open guy on the floor to connect the play. Example that comes to mind is a guy like Derrick White, who does this at a high level. Shot deterrence. This is usually coming from your big man or defensive wing, and yes, it's nice to have a guy who can block shots and shut down a play with an emphatic block, but there are so many crafty guys in the league to where they can get you out of position or bait you into a foul, so you need to be able to stay on your feet and disciplined and use your length to deter shots. Screening and screen assists. Screening is very valuable through the course of a game. The ability to create an advantage off of screens to create a 2-on-1 situation is vital. If you have a very good screener on your team, a brick wall of a guy who knows when to roll or pop or even utilize tactics like the Gortat screen, you can get the defense scrambling based off of that, which can lead to a shot at the rim or from three. Good screening can lead to easy advantages created without having to rely on isolation that may take up like 8 seconds off the shot clock. Having a bad screener where any guy can just get through their screens easily, or a poor roller, is really going to limit how good your offense can be. Defensive versatility and scheming. Having a roster of defenders who can do different things at a high level will help you in the long run, especially when you get to the playoffs. Being able to play different schemes effectively, going with small or going with big lineups, lineup flexibility, as well as going in different coverages, being able to play drop, switch, zone at a high level will make you a high level defensive team. The worst defensive teams in the league usually are the teams that execute really one scheme well and doesn't have the personnel to be flexible with how they defend. There's so much discipline, understanding, positioning it takes on defense to execute it at a high level. There's rotations involved, so you have to know where you are on the floor and where you need to rotate to, as well as playing defense and help. Not just for bigs, but for perimeter guys. Knowing when to stun at the ball on a drive or go for a steal on an unsuspecting player. Scheming and protecting weaker defenders as well that the offense may try to exploit. Utilizing those scram switches and pre-switches to take away mismatches. There's so much that goes into just having a high-level team defense. It's not just one player having to anchor everything. Effort, dirty work plays. There is nothing more that will get a crowd on their feet than a good effort play. We all love effort plays. I don't know one person who doesn't like an effort play. Seeing a 6'5" guy battling for the boards, or seeing a player dive for a loose ball to secure a possession, a player sacrificing his body to take a charge, or seeing a guy fight endlessly through screens and staying attached to their man, that is the stuff that gets everyone pumped. Coaches, teammates, the crowd. Those are the hustle, the dirty work plays that really makes a player and a team resilient and tough to knock down. Getting into your offense quickly and efficiently. There's 24 seconds on the shot clock. Those seconds go by pretty quick. The best offenses involve teams who gets to their spots quickly and execute their plays. Also having counters that they can seamlessly get into if the first play dies down, and not relying on hero ball or isolation if the first play gets shut down. I want to highlight an example of quick efficient offense being with the Golden State Warriors split action. The split action, I think we all know, it's a very efficient and it's a quick play. That's what makes it such a money play. It's quick. And even if the first option fails with getting the shooter open, you may have a cutter or a slipper or a fake handoff option that you can flow right into after that. There's so many ways you can play out of that in just that quick offensive setup. Offensive versatility. The best teams have at least two high-level scorers who others can feed off from. The utility players also can be relied on in shooting, cutting, or connecting plays. These teams can be versatile with play calling and positioning of these players based on how the defense is set up against them. With play calling, teams can fall back into different plays to go to attack the opposing team. Box outs. Boxing out or sealing off a player from challenging for a rebound once the ball goes up is such a key skill that helps in the overall process of rebounding. You have to be strong and physical in this fight, and this is something I feel like it's not limited to just centers having to do it, but the overall team. Finding a body and sealing them off so they can't challenge for the board. The most annoying thing to watch is the big sealing off his defender doing his part, but his teammates are just staring at the ball and letting their man slip by them, and they either get the O board or just tip it out, and the other team gets another possession out of that. Everyone has to be able to box out or find a man and just close them off. Rebounding is a team thing. Foul drawing and free throws. You guys may hate this, but foul drawing and being able to get to the line at a high level is an extremely valuable skill to help rack up wins. Getting to the line slows the game down, can slow down a run, and can help a player who is struggling shooting get back on track. It also puts the other team in foul trouble, which can help get rid of a key player, and it's an overall easy shot to make besides a layup. Team movement and ball movement. With team movement, there's active and timely cutting, as well as shooters relocating, moving off screens, and operating handoffs and ball movement. Keeping the ball moving with no wasted motion against a scrambling defense. The ball doesn't stick to just one player for a long period of time. That's something we don't want much of. Time and game management. This is for the point guards or main ball handlers. Being able to recognize, hey, this is how much time you got on the clock, an overall game clock, and communicating that to your team, and also being able to manage, hey, this player is hot, let's get a play going to feed the hot hand, or we have success running this play or attacking this defender, let's run that here. Or even resetting the offense when things get a bit haywire, lots of back and forth from both teams, or we just grabbed 2 straight offensive rebounds and couldn't get a clean shot off. Let's slow the offense down and get into something good for us. The biggest one here, communication. This is a skill just beyond basketball, I believe, but just overall team communication, being on the same page, calling out plays, calling out when to help or switch, or where you want your teammates to be positioned, and even things we don't really see much when in a timeout setting. If a player is struggling, keeping that positive reinforcement, or calling out trends that you notice from the other team that you can exploit. Being on the same page with your teammate, not getting your head bigger than others, and staying grounded, just being an overall good teammate and good communicator with everyone. What are some other winning skills and plays that I missed that you would highlight here? Or even something I said that you would emphasize big time that is valuable to you for when you're playing a pickup game or watching a basketball game? If you guys enjoyed the video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content like this. This is a channel dedicated to hoops, players, teams, skill breakdowns. With all that being said, I hope you're all having a good day. Hope your spirits is high and positive and pushing through. And I'll see you all in the next video.